Doing well, I'm Ali, and today I want to introduce you to our mapping platform, ArcGIS Online. Um, this is the industry standard on GIS, practically. Uh, Hopefully, by now, you have already received an email with an invitation from me to join our organization. You can simply go to serendipity.maps.arcgis.com and you should be able to log in with your accounts. When you log in, most probably you will end up on content. Um, and this is my content. Probably for you this will be empty, but when you go to my organization you should have all the uh, feature layers that we have on Esri, and we have a lot actually. So for now, just let me show you how it works. So we have actually a lot of data types. When you go to the content, you can see we have feature layers, we have shape files, we have CSVs, but most of the times actually story maps, they are an item here in ArcGIS, so probably you will see them later, but let's just focus on feature layers because that's probably uh, one of the things that you're most working with. So let's open this one. Let's see. So don't care about the shapefiles, CSVs, because these are actually the main files that I or you upload to ArcGIS, and then ArcGIS will create a wrapper in the name of a feature layer. It's something proprietary for Esri that lets us practically interact with these files. So when you upload them to ArcGIS, you don't really touch this anymore. You can download it if you open it, but you cannot even see it. So mostly you are working with the feature layers. Let's open this one. Actually, it's a huge layer. And when you're here, you can edit the name. You can add a brief summary. And actually, if you're creating new layers, you can just add a summary. I mean, it's highly appreciated. And you want to mostly open it in map viewer. Let's see. And okay, perfect. So this is our architectural details feature layer, and as you can see, we've opened it up. Everything is nice, everything's good. You can just go around, you can just click on the features, you can see what they have. Actually, this one doesn't have that much information in it, but you can then add new layers to these layers. So let's say we want to see fountains, maybe, or islands. That makes sense. um, okay, and you can just move these around to know to dictate which one should be on top. And let's see, when I click on one feature layer, one feature in islands layer, I can see the name of this island is Sant Alvise, uh, and this is the surface area, all this kind of information that we have put in the layer. So this is how you show a layer, how you demonstrate a layer. You can add styles here, just play around with them. Let's say for the islands, I want to color them based on the Sistiera. This is the code of each Sistiera, which we should have 6 of them. And then with Judeca, there are 7. Perfect. So we have 7 Sistiera. As you can see, I have colored them based on that. You can add more of these attributes to create thematic maps. You can filter everything. For example, we want to see all the islands that are in Canareggio, let's say, or Giudecca. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 islands actually in Giudecca. So this is the filter. You can just play around with these things. I will make videos on the uh, more advanced options of ArcGIS Online, but for now you can just play around with these. Um, it's really simple. You can change your base maps here, and then see the legend. And at the end, if you want to use this map, like let's say I have added everything I want here, I don't want to repeat these steps, okay? I can just come here, save this as a new web map. So web map is this wrapper of a base map and all the layers with their styles, with the filters applied, everything together. You can save it, and that's a new web map. Let me just save this as tutorial introduction. And that's it. We have all this thing right now. Let me actually clear this one. We have everything saved to a web map right now. So if I go back, let's get out of this one. So if I go back here in my content, I should see this introduction web map, and when I open it, you see I have everything that I had added. So this, most of the times you're going to play around with the web maps, adding feature layers to them, adding styles to them. But let's go back here, and I want to show you some other things that are really useful. Let's go to fountains, for example. So here, actually, instead of going to open to a map viewer, you can see the data here. So maybe you want something really quick. You want to see, for example, how many fountains we have. If it loads up, okay, it's stuck because this is a pretty huge layer. Let me just, okay, perfect, 181. This is a really large layer, so it's not opening up that fast. Let's choose another one. Okay, let's go back to our trusty islands. So let's see, we have 126 islands. You can filter them any way you want. So if you want access to data, if you want to just quickly aggregate something, you can come here, see the data, you can see the fields here, you can update the data, you can calculate fields. So maybe you want, let's say, the surface area of of all the islands in the Canareggio, says the error. You can just do it here. I will get into these in other videos. If you want to just do quick visualization, just like this, you can come here. And one of the things that you should remember is that please do not edit the layers that are authoritative. Sorry. These are the layers vetted by us. So before editing these, maybe consult with us, because probably there is really not anything remaining to add or edit. And if you reach a point that you need to edit one of these layers, especially these checkmarked ones, probably you're in the wrong. But anyway, just consult with us before that. One of the nice things you can do is that you can export these data if you want to edit a feature layer, if you need to do it, or if you just want to experiment with them. You need to export them to a shapefile is the easiest. Just go back to content, add a new item, drag that shapefile here, and just add it as your own item. Start editing it, uh, and nothing will happen to it, to the original one. Another thing that I wanted to say before ending this video is our naming convention. So um, after like 2 years, we have decided to have a category system and a naming convention. So for your main layers, what you want to publish, because probably in your projects you will create tens of layers that are not useful. But for those final layers, we want them to first, I want you to categorize them in your topic. So let's say you're working on islands, let's say. I come here, um, let's see. Actually, these are categorized. Let me just find something that is not to show you. Okay, let's say we have this street altars. No, it's something from, let's say something from the last years. Okay, these main arteries. Okay, these are the streets of Venice. Let's say this is the one that you want to publish. This is your final work. I will go here, actually select the shapefile too, and I will categorize them. This is for the streets team, let's say. So the VPC topic will be the streets if we have anything perfect. And actually, we have to check. I think these are for the metropolitan map. So we have the city map, which is just the city of Venice. We have the lagoon map, which is everything else but Venice, and then a metropolitan map, which is like all the Venice. So I'm pretty sure these streets are for the whole greater Venice area. So I will say, okay, in Venice maps, it's a metropolitan map, and in the topics, it's the VPC streets topic. I will save them, and then it should be right now here. I can filter them. And what you have to do is to open these two. Perfect. And just start naming it VPC. So anything that is final should be like this. VPC, let's say arteries of Venice. And then again, this is a metropolitan map. Okay, so again, just add this to the end of it. So VPC, the final name of your layer, dash the granularity of the map, let's say. So this is on this is for the whole metropolitan area. So I will put it like this. Actually, let me just copy this, put it also on the other layer. Hopefully we can keep this naming convention, and we can clean up our data in no time with the help of you. I will also try my best to update the old data like this as much as I can. But hopefully this kind of long introduction gives you a nice idea about how you can use ArcGIS Online, and I hope you play around with it and learn from it. Thanks for watching until the end.